Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to build some of the easiest, simple shaker style cabinet doors. I know there's hundreds of ways of doing these. We're going to do basic joint. It's not even really joinery. So you're going to see it as we go along here. I'm actually building these for my neighbor who we can't mention his name on social media, so we're just going to call him Ricky Bobby. All right, so he just went back to his house to get some more measurements for me. This is one thing I don't like about woodworking is I have not seen where these doors are going at all. I'm just going off of what he's told me and the measurements he pulled. So I don't know if they're going to be correct or not, but we will see. And right now I'm just waiting on him to get back here because I'm drawing out a little thing, trying to figure out how I need to cut these because these doors are going to, hush up boy, these doors are going to overhang the cabinet, you know, 1/4 inch overhang all the way around. So that's what we're working on at the moment. Once we get our measurements figured out, we'll set the camera up, start cutting some wood. See you on a little bit. Alright guys, we got all our wood cut to size. Matthew's out here playing with some wood. Now we're going to join our stiles and risers together, which, boy, having fun. So basically here, I'll try to show you all what we're going to do. I'm not going to do this. Remember I said we're doing it for the neighbor guy here. Let me show you. Now remember, we're not going to say his name on TV. He's going to his AKA Ricky Bobby today. But he's going to join this wood. But anyhow, what we're going to do is join them just like that on all 4 sides. Now, the best way to do this is not your pocket hole jig. Get rid of it. You don't need it. We're going to do biscuit joiner today, right here. So, very simple. We're going to line these boards up. We're going to mark us a line here so we know where to line it up, put biscuits in it. We'll show you all how we do it. Alright guys, you just saw we got all our biscuit joints cut for the first door. Not going to bore you with the second door, so pay attention. Now what we're going to do is get this thing laid back out how it goes and start assembling. So we'll get some biscuits put in there, get some clamps on it, get some glue, and show you how to do it.
Okay, so I'm starting to see a little something there. Wood biscuits. They do smell good.
Come down.
Alright folks.
Okay, so this is pretty cool. I think I see where you're going with this.
Yeah.
This is how you're able to hide all your screws and stuff.
That is true.
You
Unless
don't
you
have to use screws.
Unless you use that pocket hole jig.
Yeah.
There are better joining methods for this, but this works. These biscuits swell up as they dry.
Really?
Yep. Let me just line our lines back up. There's that one. So, here it is. That's number 2. I always number my edges too, just to help, so you don't.
Yeah, we don't like spiders.
Huh?
We don't like spiders.
Thought you did.
We don't. We bite you. Bite. All the time. Oh, this sticker on the sticker. Spider one's coming off. All coming off. The spider right here is coming off.
Alright, buddy.
Then you bind them together, huh?
Yep. Now when you clamp them though, you don't want to go too tight yet because I got to put the other end in yet.
Okay.
But this will just kind of help hold them in place. And put some biscuits in these.
Do I need to take my finger and like wipe this that way when it dries? Or do I just take a razor blade whenever I get through?
We'll get it.
Make it ready to paint.
It won't be. It won't be
Okay,
there
so
when you
these
get
are
ready to paint.
biscuits. This is a oh, that's a biscuit saw.
It's a biscuit. Yeah, biscuit joiner.
Biscuit joiner. Okay.
I guess is what you call it. A biscuit cutter. I'm sure whatever we're saying right now, somebody on YouTube will comment and tell us we're not calling it the right name, but that's okay.
Spider. The orange spider. Oh, Dad!
Hmm.
Here's a piece of this star.
Yeah.
A piece of our dog. The sticker on there.
I don't know, man.
Someone ripped it.
Dude, it just tightened down.
It's almost there. Get some.
Matthew, where'd you learn to make these at?
What's that?
These the doors that you have now.
Got a lot of experience.
I mean, huh? Is this like some of the first ones that you started when you started building?
No, honestly, these are just the easiest style to build. There's a lot. You can do like a lap joint or whatever, different types of joinery, but not overkill, honestly, I think. And then this will just hold our boards flat while they dry up. Which
What
they
are,
should be.
what are those things called? I mean, they're like vice grips. What are they called?
That's just a, I don't know. That's a Craig clamp.
A Craig clamp. Okay.
But that's about the only thing from Craig. I like their pocket hole jig. One thing, but those I don't like using them in a lot of furniture work.
All right. What can I do? Can I do? That's
it. I'll let that one dry and get the next one built. So there you go, folks. That's one. Let's show you here. That's one in the clamps drying up. The next thing we'll do is get the 1/4" MDF right there cut to fit inside those. So we're going to assemble another one. See you later. All right, guys. Back on these cabinet doors here. So far I got the frame glued up. It's dry, good, ready to go to the next step here. So this is what we got right now. Now what I do, actually I got one done over here. It's back in clamps drying again, but what I like to do is trying to film. I don't have no helpers here. They all out here playing. So take my sheet of MDF, and this is just 1/4" MDF we're using here. There you go, you can see it better. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna line it up to where I got a 1/4" overhang, because that's how I cut these panels. So we're going to overhang 1/4" here, 1/4" here, you know, all the way around it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get it set up, get out the trim router, and we're going to cut it so that it sits flush. Now it's not going to be, I'm not putting a straight edge on this, and I know I should, I understand that, but this is how I do it. So it is what it is, you know, you can hate on it. These are just some cabinets that are going on a fireplace, and what used to be, I guess it used to be a wood box, and they don't use it as a wood fireplace anymore, or wood stove. and they don't need it to hold wood, so they got some cabinet doors that somebody else made a long time ago. From my understanding, there's plywood cabinet doors they had, and so that's what we're doing. Now, like I said, I have not even seen this cabinet. I'm just going off the measurements I was given, so that's pretty much it. So I'll get the camera set up for you guys. We'll get the trim router, we'll get everything laid out, and go ahead and route it and get this one glued in. See you in a bit. Alright guys, as you saw there, I just got the panel fitted in. It's not glued in yet. I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate for doing it this way. One, no, I did not use a straight edge to run my router against. I just freehanded it. And it's not perfect at all, not by any means. But once again, these are just a cheap budget build cabinet door coming. We're using pine. Yeah, it's clear pine, not supposed to have any knots in it, but this isn't anything special at all. I mean, pine and MDF, so it's not going to be perfect just because sometimes that's just the way it goes. Because, and the reason I say that is my neighbor, he paid for the material and whatnot. These are just some cheap ass doors they're just trying to put on a firebox to make it look a little better, I guess, or a wood box at a fireplace. So we're not worried about what the inside looks like. It's not like these are your kitchen cabinet doors. You're gonna open them every night, get dishes, put dishes away, and you're gonna see this. But let me take the panel out. I'll show you what we got here, just so you kind of understand a little more. Flip the camera. So now what we have is a 1/4 inch deep by 1/4 inch wide groove cut all the way around this. Now remember, we biscuit jointed these together. And yes, I do got a little spot right there where one popped out, but that's okay. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna glue this MDF panel in. So we'll put glue all the way around the perimeter of this groove we just cut out. What that's going to do is, not only now are the biscuits holding it together, but this is going to kind of tie the whole structure together to make it extremely strong. It really will. Now I know, like I said before, even the biscuit joints aren't the correct way to do it, but I still think they're better than pocket screws or just butt gluing them together. Actually, we'll put it, let's put it right up here, right here. There you go, see that? Yep, that's a bunch of different ways of joinery that you could use. I just don't see the point in doing anything fancy like that on these doors. Like I said, if this was all oak doors we was building, for my own kitchen or for somebody, a paying customer, then yeah, but this is what he wanted. So he actually ordered the material, or brought the materials over, brought everything over. So this is how we're doing them. But let me go ahead and get this one glued in and throw some clamps on it, and then we'll get working on the hinges, I guess, drilling the holes for the hinges. Hey YouTube, we are back. Getting ready to put in some easy close hinges. And I know they make a jig to do this, but I do not make enough cabinet doors to justify buying this jig. So sometimes you gotta use your brain, do some math. And I use digital caliper, and that's how we lay it out. And we use a great big spade bit. I think it's I don't remember what size this spade bit is, to be honest with you guys. I think it's like a 41 millimeter. I can't remember though for sure. But anyhow, it's whatever size they're supposed to be for these pockets. So got laid out. The hinges are going to be 4 inches down from the top, 4 inches up from the bottom. And we're going to drill them in and drop them in there like that. So we'll set the camera up and let you see how I do it, and then everybody can tell me I did it wrong. Alright folks, so you saw the hinges get put on. Now we're getting ready to put the pole handles on the front and then do a final sand on these things and they'll be ready to paint. But we had to run to Home Depot and I had to buy new pole handles for them because Shannon brought some over last week and I lost them already. I don't know what the heck I did with them. I had them sitting in my garage, so I don't know. I think it's that old age getting to me, losing stuff. But anyhow, that's where we're at now. We're gonna put the pole handles on, get them lined up, drilled in, be good to go. So see you on a little bit.
Is that picture of that from right there?
Folks, this is it. Finished product. The cheap DIY, not cheap, just quick, I guess we'll say, fast build. So they're all up to Mr. Shannon now here. Ricky Bobby, he's gonna go hang them up tomorrow. Thanksgiving. He's gonna get his mom happy and get these doors painted and hung. And that's it. So next time you see him, Shannon's gonna get a picture of him for us. Done. So see y'all later.